Hello everyone, welcome to the new class. After the previous class, we discussed about the various types of colloids that have formed on the basis of different types of classifications. Today, as we said yesterday, we will discuss a specific type of colloid which is known as micelle. So, what is this micelle and how is this micelle formed? We will just take it with an example of soap solution. Okay, see, soap is actually a potassium or sodium salt of higher fatty acid higher fatty acid means fatty acids like acids from uh, very complex fatty acids which are obtained fat which we say that are obtained from plants or animal tissues. They are majorly used for the production of soap, and it is uh, produced by mixing it with the help of the potassium or sodium salt. Okay, now speaking further, the potassium or sodium salt, as we said, that's actually a soap. So potassium or sodium salt of higher fatty acids, that's actually soap, and it is always represented with this particular symbol, RCO minus Na plus. Okay, this Na plus shows that it is a sodium salt. If suppose we are taking sodium stearate as the fatty acid, then this will be the formula for sodium stearate, CH3CH2 16 times COO minus Na plus. You don't need to worry about that, you just need to understand the name of that stearate acid. uh, this is the general representation of how we represent a soap. You can see it here. This is actually a soap structure. This long lengthy structure can be in a single handed way represented as short way can be represented as RCOO minus, whereas R is this complete group. This is the R group present, or the alkyl group that we have this chapter regarding this alkyl groups in the second part of chemistry. We will discuss it that time. Just now understand that this is an alkyl group, and what happens in certain situations, this structure, the soap structure, when it gets dissolved into the water, it gets separated into two ways. One is this long chain structure, another one is this short COO minus structure. So there will be two structures present in it. Okay, now speaking further, if we imagine, if we had already studied about hydrophobic colloid and hydrophilic colloid, right? We had studied about both those type of colloid. Hydrophobic are those which are not attracted towards water or which hates liquid. We have studied actually lyophobic. Thus it's just similar to that thing. Hydrophilic means that has attraction towards water. So in this case also, the RCOO minus Na plus group, this case also has an hydrophilic part and the hydrophobic part. If we keep this Na plus part apart, this is the main thing that we need to understand. Okay, so the long chain that we have, this is the R part, or we can say the hydrophobic part, which does not get attracted towards water, and we have this small hydrophilic part, COO minus part, which gets attracted towards the water. So it is shown in a zigzag manner. It is shown in a zigzag manner in such a way because to understand that this is the R group and this is the COO minus group. Okay, I hope you understood the concept. This is the tail. As you can see, this is the long tail part and this is the head part. So head is the hydrophilic part and tail is the hydrophobic part. Okay, understood this much? Okay, now as you can see how this we are speaking about the micelle formation here, right? So we need to understand that thing, how this micelle is actually formed. See, we have this RCOO minus part, right, where this part will not attract towards water. Okay, now suppose you have the water in a container. What happens, this chemical, which is actually sodium stearate, if we have this Na plus, this is actually sodium stearate. This chemical, the hydrophilic part which is attracted towards water, gets into the water. As you can see very clearly, this hydrophilic part, you can see this hydrophilic part, it is just attracted towards the water molecule, whereas the hydrophobic part or the R part does not get attracted toward water, and it is placed out of the water. It just stays away from the water. Now we had studied that at a certain concentration, CMC, critical micelle concentration, critical micelle concentration, this is the concentration above which the micelles are formed. So above the CMC, above the critical micelle concentration, what happens, this solution right over here, this solution, it tries to form an aggregate. It will form an aggregate, it will combine together in such way. In this way it will combine together and it will be forming only of the CMC, critical micelle concentration, and the Kraft temperature, and at the Kraft temperature Tk, the Kraft temperature Tk. We need to imagine only one thing, solution is being formed or that substance is being formed at the critical micelle concentration. So what happens, what you are seeing here is actually a water droplet of soap along with water droplet is the thing that you are seeing here. You see this COO minus, this is this hydrophilic part that you see here, it is the thing that is being shown outside. Okay, and you see this zigzag type structure, this is the hydrophobic part that is staying out of this water molecule. This is the water molecule, and over to the water molecule the hydrophilic part gets attached, but out of that this hydrophobic part is getting attached. It is just like similar to this structure where you have this minus structure over here, it gets attracted towards it somewhat like this. This is actually a micelle formation which occurs at the CMC, critical micelle concentration. Okay, so the hydrophobic part which does not get attracted toward water is will be facing outwards, or we can say that the COO minus part which we see now, that is actually shown outwards. My mistake, I just said it in a different way. That will be facing outward, which will have this water. Suppose there is full of water here, this will be phasing out of the water at a bulk of concentration, and the hydrophobic part will be phasing out inside into something, into a particular substance, so that it won't come in contact with the water substance or water. Okay, now how this cleansing action or cleaning process occurs, how this cleaning process occurs with the help of this micelle formation. See, cleansing action is quite easy in case of such scenarios. Suppose you have a grease on your cloth or dirt on your cloth. Definitely if you have a dirt on your cloth, suppose this is your clothes, I'm sorry, this is your cloth, and here you have some dirt present over it. Okay, now what this micelle does, this micelle slowly and gradually, micelle will have definitely two parts. One will be the hydrophobic part, hydrophobic part, and another one will be the hydrophilic part, right? One will be the hydrophobic part, another will be the hydrophilic part. What does the micellar formation does? This micellar slowly at the CMC just comes over this dirt. As you know that hydrophilic part is only attached to water. So what happens, the hydrophilic part will just come out of the dirt, and the hydrophobic part, which is known as the zigzag structure, hydrophobic part, which does not attract the water molecule, gets attached to the dirt, just like here. You can see the dirt, the minus structures which you see here are actually the hydrophilic part, which are actually attracted to the water. If there is a water, if it is inside water, then it is facing outside so that it can attract to the water, but the hydrophobic part just attracts toward the dirt. Now slowly, gradually, they form, they just get surrounded by a small steroid structure, or gets aggregated towards this steroid structure, where this R part pulls out or takes out this dirt completely. And when that process happens, when that complete pulling process happens, the dirt on the shirt or on the clothes or wherever it is regarding, it will be completely taken out. Okay, so in that way we can say the soaps are very much helpful for the emulsification of oil and fat process. Emulsification, I believe that you had studied, it is breaking of the fat molecule. Fat breaking molecule is known as the emulsification process that regularly happens inside our body actually. So soap actually helps in a emulsification process to break the fat content over the clothes, or to break the oil content or particles present over our clothes. The soaps are very much useful, and it does with the help of micellar formation. I told you how the micellar formation is done. The hydrophilic part will be attracted to the water, the hydrophobic part will stay away from the water. Whenever it whenever it reaches a critical micellar concentration, the hydrophobic parts get into the dirt. I am talking about the cleansing action. The hydrophobic part gets into the dirt because it doesn't attracts the water, and the hydrophilic part stays facing towards the water molecule so that it can attract the water. Slowly and gradually, the hydrophobic part pulls out the dirt and forms a small structure or aggregate that we call as micellar. Okay, it is completely surrounded by the micellar. This is the dirt which you are seeing. Actually, the thing which you are seeing here, it is actually the dirt. This is the stereoion, RCOO minus structure. That is what you are seeing here, which has this R part facing into the dirt, and the COO minus part facing outside the structure. Okay, so that's all about this particular topic. I hope you understood the concept. Today the homework is to write the notes on your own with suitable diagrams. You have to make diagrams, especially when you write the notes. This diagram and the micellar formation diagram, these two diagrams are important. Others are not much necessary, but still you mention this as an example. If an example is asked, structure, an example of soap or a bar soap, you can write this example: C17H35 COO minus, C17H35 COO minus. This is the RCOO minus structure with an Na plus. That is a general representation of soap actually. So you have to write the notes on your own. So that's all for today's class. I hope you understood the concepts. If you are understanding the concept, then it's okay. Write the notes by your own. It's simple topic. There is nothing much complicated in this. Just rewind the video again and again, you can understand the thing. If you're not understanding the concept, at least ask through your comments in the comment box of this video. So that's all. Thank you, have a nice day and stay safe.